everybody, welcome to my channel. My name is Susie and this is my little van house that I've been living in for the past 3 years. If you're new to this channel, let me give you a quick recap of everything that has happened throughout the last 3 years. Yay, look at me, that is Susie 5 years ago. It doesn't seem like a very long time, but looking back, it feels like ages. It was also the first time when I discovered van life. You gotta know, I grew up in a city and was pretty much more like a city girl. Shoes and bags were always pretty much on my get-to-get list, but I realized after some times that things really don't make you that happy. But I always love to prove myself and everybody else wrong that looks never determines a person's personality, and my wild heart always yearned for some adventure. And guess what? I studied fashion, but to be honest, I never really liked it. So there was one dream left. It was van life, and I saved and saved and saved money so much till I got enough money to buy the van. And trust me, things were quite difficult. Back in the days, you didn't have that many YouTube tutorials about van conversions, so I had to teach myself a lot of things, including a whole van build. But no worries, another obstacle I was not scared of overcoming. And then, when I was done, I hit the road. It was hard, but I've seen the most beautiful places. And nowadays, I have seen more than 223 places. But as a solo traveler, times weren't always that easy. I cried a lot, I had heartbreaks. I even had an incident in Morocco when I was getting physically, well, I don't want to say it, but almost abused by a person and I had to flee the country. And my case even made it to the news or the Moroccan newspapers. Nevertheless, I continued and I was having a relationship. That person stayed by my side for a year or two. And even though I was thinking I would spend my life with him, he finally broke up with me. It was dramatic and painful, as you can imagine, as every heartbreak is. Nevertheless, I kept on going, and this road would never stop in front of me. But one day, as I was in Scotland, I got into a massive accident on a highway. The guy did a hit and run on me, and he left me there with my broken van. And yes, I had to go through lots of struggles to bring it back and rebuild it, which I did. The accident and the breakup and another physical incident where I broke my arm happened all simultaneously. But after rebuilding my van a second time, I took my van and my dog and I shipped it over to Mexico from Europe, and that's where I am right now, and that's where the story begins. As you see, my life has been a crazy adventure. I had tons and tons of good and beautiful moments inside of this van, but I also had very stressful, anxious, dangerous and bad moments inside of here. I know that bad and good belongs to life and we should embrace it as they come, even though they might be very tough. I wouldn't trade my experiences for anything else, because when I chose this life back in the days, this is what I wanted, the good and the bad. But of course, those bad moments are sometimes hard to handle. They set us back in life emotionally, mentally, and they can be very stressful. Probably there are tons of people who want to escape their personal life, travel somewhere where they're completely unknown, trying to escape life or make their life just more adventurous. But there's one thing I want to tell everybody, and that's something personally that I learned within the 3 years, is no matter how far you go, no matter how many beautiful sights you see and how many new cultures and countries and food and languages you explore, if you have your own personal baggage and you bring it with you, it doesn't matter where you go, it will still catch up on you. And I'm saying all of that because especially last month I had a rough month where I suffered from depression, and I'm still on my way trying to get better. So it's not like I'm fully over with my journey. But I notice how I have become depressed, even though my life seems so adventurous, so beautiful, and so exciting. And even though you get to see a lot of beautiful sides through my YouTube channel, there's still parts that you don't know that's going on internally. I caught myself last month going down a spiral down. Spiraling? How do you even say that? I've become very easily triggered towards my friends. I've been easily triggered just emotionally when something bad happened. And even though I'm a very resilient, trust me, I'm a very resilient person, I can take a lot of shit. And even though I have been trying to stay positive as I normally am, as everybody out there knows me as very positive, strong, and inspiring, I still notice how, especially last 1.5 years ago, when I had my van accident and when my ex-boyfriend dumped me via FaceTime, by the way, how I just brushed everything under the rug. And I'm telling you, I'm a queen of fucking brushing everything under the rug. To be honest, I've done that all my life, with my childhood, whatever. I just kept on moving, kept on going with life and keep on moving. And I feel like you have to do it because you cannot stay stuck with your problems, right? You have to move on. You have to accept what is and moving on. And that's what I did. But yet I haven't really emotionally dealt with all the things. And I realized, since I'm here in Mexico and I've been here and we had lots of struggles, you can see them in my other vlogs if you want to, I just noticed how much my personality has changed, and I didn't know why. I was sensitive, I was worrying, which I never do. I was overthinking, and I felt guilty on top because I wanted to post things on YouTube, I wanted to post things on Instagram, but yet I couldn't. I just simply couldn't, and I still can't really, but I'm trying to get back into my routine because I see also how it helps me. I felt guilty. I felt guilty of having what I have. I felt guilty not to be that happy, smiley Susie that I always am. And I felt so bad that my skin was showing that. And this is a picture from 2 months ago where I had a really bad rash. It's still there, but it's getting better. So the last month have been tough. I think mainly because I'm as I said, a queen of brushing, putting everything under the rug, hide it, and move on. I mean, obviously I did because I was in Europe and I escaped. I mean, I still wanted to see the US, I still wanted to see Mexico, but as soon as my ex-boyfriend broke up with me, the first thing I was thinking about, let's go and hit another continent. So that's what I did, and I really went through with it, and here I am now, still every day distracting myself with friends, going out, working out, doing everything I could instead of dealing with my emotional baggage. And sometimes I even wonder, how do you even deal emotionally with all of these baggages, to be honest, because how do you do that instead of just moving on? Maybe I haven't learned that lesson yet, but I realized that it caught up on me for sure. And if you're in a stage where you feel like, there's so much you want to escape from, just let me tell you, it might come back. No matter where you go, no matter how amazing your life looks like, no matter where you travel and start a new life over in Korea or in Tanzania, wherever you want to go. But as I said, I've become very conscious about myself again. And I noticed just how after the breakup, I created this sort of persona of untouchable, this bad bitch energy, this bad bitch girl, where nothing can touch me, to be untouchable, to feel like I'm strong, because I needed it so badly. But then I realized, trying to stay strong all the time, trying to push and move forward, trying to stay strong after that big accident, trying to stay strong after the breakup, after breaking my arm, after everything, I fell apart last month. Believe it or not, since I've been traveling again since last year summer, I really haven't spent much time alone. I was always distracting myself with people, with friends, people, new people. Right now, I'm going through a phase where I'm really trying to get back on my emotional health. I'm starting to work out again. I'm eating healthy. I developed a lot of bad habits last month as well. And now I'm starting to eat healthier again. I meditate every morning and I go out and cuddle my dogs a lot, to be honest, and it helps me and makes me happy. And I've seen a transformation already because the more conscious I am about the things I think, the more I can try and force myself to control it. But yeah, I'm just saying, I just wanted to share that journey with you, and for everybody out there who thinks traveling is the solution to escape your baggage, emotional, physical baggage, whatever it is. It might be beautiful to experience everything you can because, well, life is just still out here, it's not in an office. It's not anywhere else. Life is happening right out here, with the bad or good. It depends on your emotional strength, how you deal with them, and if you dealt with your emotional baggage previously, or if you just are like me, brushing it all under the rug and moving on. And if you do that, and if you're in that situation just like me, I just want to say, hey sis, hey bro, I'm with ya. So I just wanted to give you an update. I'm sorry, that's the reason why I haven't been very regular. Yeah, I hope we all can embrace our journey of mental health, because it's such an important topic. And yeah, even though my life seems on screen very, very amazing, I still deal with personal issues that most people probably don't know about. And as I said, the internet can be sometimes a hard world to judge, but yeah, I guess it's part of staying resistant in a way. There's always a lot of nasty people out there who try to put their hurt on you or whatever. Not that it bothers me right now, but I'm just saying I've been feeling better, and I feel like the more I can open up about it, finally, the more I come closer to being internally happy, because that's what I want to work on, my internal happiness. Because as I said, no matter how many sites you see, how many cultural stuff you will see, if you're not happy with just, let's say, drinking water, having a kitchen, having something to eat, if you do not feel grateful for all these things and you want more and more and more, trust me, you're chasing an illusion, and you're chasing happiness that you cannot chase, basically. So yeah, I'll see you in my next video. Whatever it's gonna be, I'll be there. Thank you for watching, thank you for listening, and see you then.